Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me right now is Adam Michaels. He's the chairman and CEO of MamaMancini's. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is MMMB on NASDAQ, and MamaMancini's will be presenting virtually for our upcoming conference, the Planet MicroCap Showcase, happening in Vegas, but there will be a virtual presentation from MamaMancini's on Thursday, April 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. To watch that presentation, please go to our website, planetmicrocapshowcase.com. And with that, Adam, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks so much for having me, Robert.
It's great to have you. So, I've interviewed MamaMancini's many times over the years, with Carl, who we'd like to congratulate him on his retirement.
Congratulations. Yep.
Right. Well deserved. So this is actually our first time, me and you doing an interview together on behalf of MamaMancini's. So, but for those that don't know the story, haven't heard of MamaMancini's, haven't had one of the MamaMancini's famous meatballs before, give us that quick overview of the company.
Yeah, no, it's great. So MamaMancini's started about 10 years ago as an authentic Italian heritage brand. We haven't lost that. So yes, the meatballs are there, but you got to try the other things. We have evolved now, and we are truly becoming this one-stop shop deli solution provider. So yes, absolutely. We still have our meatballs and sausage and peppers and items like that. We have now added different types of chicken strips, balsamic chicken, tons of salads, grain salads, Mediterranean farro, Israeli couscous, paninis, wraps, olives. So if you think of the entire deli case, think behind the glass, think in the hot bar, the salad bar, think in the prepared food section, in the grab and go section, you will find all of our products there. So really, really enjoying it, but staying true to that authentic heritage.
Absolutely. So, I'll go to this first because, some people may not have had a chance to meet you yet and hear your background. So, for now taking over the ship, love to hear more about your background prior to MamaMancini's.
Yeah, so super proud to be the custodian of the MamaMancini's brand. Now I've been here about 8 months. I've been so lucky in my career. So I've been in the food space about, I don't know, 20 years now. I spent about almost 10 years, about 9 years at Mondelez Nabisco before coming here, having the great opportunity to work across all functions: supply chain, marketing, sales, finance. I helped lead our intelligence capabilities, think consumer insights and category management and advanced analytics and forecasting. And then the last role I had with Mondelez was helping to lead our M&A in North America and help to lead our venture businesses. So think Tate's Bake Shop and Perfect Snacks and Give and Go. And my last acquisition was Cliff Bar. So spent about 10 years or so at Mondelez. And then before that, I was in management consulting, working for Booz Allen Hamilton in the food and beverage space. So all of my clients were either upfront ingredient providers, manufacturers. PepsiCo was a huge client of mine for many, many years. Retailers that sold food and beverage products. So I am lucky in so many ways, but the biggest one is, well, not the biggest one. My family's the biggest, but really being able to find my passion so early in my career, and I'm loving it every day.
Very cool. Thank you for that full overview of your background. By the way, one of them that stood out is Tate's, man. Those things are dangerous, by
Good
the way.
stuff, right?
Oh my God. I could eat a whole thing in one bit. A glass of milk is the best.
You're all set.
So since coming in as CEO and then recently being elected now chairman of the board, what would you say were some of the actions that you took right off the bat to get MamaMancini's where it's at today?
Yeah, so the first one, and if you've spoken with me before, I am all about margin, right? Because margin is truly the rocket fuel for all of the growth that we need, all of the trade, all of the marketing, all of the potential future acquisitions. We need margin to do that. So my first, second, and third priority was margins. Literally, before I even started at the company, I was recruiting. First thing I did, brought in an amazing finance team, Anthony Gruber, our CFO. I literally had him start 5 days after I started. Peter Manch as our controller. So bringing in a very strong finance organization, feel the foundation. Second thing is focusing on our pricing and our costing, right? Because if you don't have the right price for the customer, Don't worry about COGS and overheads and everything else. So working with the team to develop a costing model, understanding all of our input costs. We've just recently hired a new chief procurement officer. Well, our first chief procurement officer. So getting that pricing right, I think, was literally the first thing after building, getting a couple folks in from the team. And then the last thing is creating this culture. I think for us is really important, that we're all rowing the boat together. Before I got here, everyone had their own different objectives and they weren't aligned. Literally, someone was pulling to the right and someone was pulling to the left at the exact same time. So creating a culture, having an aligned performance reviews and aligned incentives, the entire leadership team, we all literally have the same 3 goals. So that means we all win together. So those 3 things, I call it our 3C strategy: cost, controls, and culture. That's what we're doing.
Very good. So, the company's actually going to be reporting earnings on Wednesday, so we can't really speak too much into, the financial performance
Yes.
and whatnot. But, so I invite everybody to go and definitely check out your presentation on Thursday, or I'm sure the conference call as well. But
Wednesday afternoon, 4:30.
That's right. So, looking ahead, from what you can tell us, what would you then say are some of the 2023, value catalysts or inflection points that you want folks to really zone in on when thinking about MamaMancini's moving forward?
Yeah, so the first one I never want people to move away from, we are continuing to drive margin expansion. So you saw before I got here in Q2, the quarter before I got here, we had about 12% gross margin. My first quarter, which we announced for Q3, was about 26% gross margin. So already tremendous expansion. And I think you guys will be happy with the next quarter. So the first thing, let's not move away. I will continue to be vigilant on margin. The second thing, though, that I'm really starting to work on next is, now that we have that strong financial foundation I mentioned to you, now that we have the operational foundation, I think it's now time to really kick up our sales and marketing capabilities. So I think we have, and we'd all agree, a understaffed sales and marketing capability, and we need to do that. So I would tell you, this year for me continues to be about margin, margin, and margin. We are starting now to put in place the right building blocks, now that we have that strong foundation, to accelerate our sales and marketing. And it's going to take some time, but we're going to do it.
Very good. Well, Adam, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on MamaMancini's?
Yep. So you can go to www.mamamancini's.com. You can check out the ticker, MMMB. And more important than all that, just about any store you want, depending on where you live, please check out our products and have a great dinner, great lunch, great snack.
Very good. Well, Adam, thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and I look forward to our next update.
Thanks so much, Robert.
Thank you.